Well, today, Minnesota State Senator Nick Frentz and Representative Luke Frederick toured some of Mankato's small businesses. That tour took them around the downtown area, starting at the Coffee Hag, then moving on to Mecca Tattoo and ending at Nola Bells on Front Street. The purpose of that visit, to hear concerns and problems of those business owners, and in turn to explain to them what the Harris-Walz campaign plans to do to alleviate those problems. Representative Frederick says that many small business owners in the area were enthusiastic about what the campaign had to offer.
It's the hometown candidate, and, Governor Walz being nominated to become the vice president. But in general, hearing what they're advocating for, that they're advocating for the small working class American, whether that is through a small business lens or whether that is trying to maintain health care access.
Democratic candidate Rachel Bowman, who is currently running for Representative Brad Finstad's seat, will visit the Mankato Pride Parade tomorrow.